Alrighty guys, welcome back to another video, episode 92, my Minecraft Let's Play, and I know you're probably thinking, how hard is it to make an episode? Why has it been so long? But if you've been checking out my non-Minecraft videos, you probably know the answer to that question. But today I thought I'd give you guys an episode, because I haven't done one in a while. Honestly, I haven't been playing this game a whole lot, but I do feel like I need a bit of a go every now and again. And you may notice the textures are a little bit buggy. I completely forgot I called that. But yeah, our textures, we've reinstalled Faithful. The 1.4 version, unfortunately, doesn't really work too well with 1.4.2. So we're gonna have clocks and compasses kind of incorporated into our armor, as well as some pretty glitchy flame effects, as you'll probably see if we can get it close up. But actually, one thing that's fairly interesting that I'm not quite sure if it's confirmed or not, but these compasses and clocks, even though it's bugged, they actually work as if they're like the regular thing. So that's one plus side to having a fucked up texture pack, an outdated one, I should say. This texture pack's fantastic. I do like it. Don't you fucking die on me. That was clutch. I really need a better way of making it down. But yeah, because that just doesn't really work too well. But I think before we play next episode, we will have to update our texture pack. And a few other bugs I've noticed with it is the water's completely stagnant. There's no animated water currently, which I don't think looks too bad if I'm totally honest. But it is a little bit strange looking at waterfalls that just have no movement whatsoever. And I do apologize if my frame rate does turn to balls occasionally. But that's something a bit out of my control right now, but I will try and fix it up, because I feel it'll be a bit bad if we don't. So if you didn't notice, I do just do a quick little cut. That's my attempt at trying to fix it. But last episode we built this beacon, and you guys didn't like it as much as I did, but I stand by my building here. I do enjoy it, and I did get a lot of comments saying that the pyramid won't work unless it is filled up. And I did know that. I didn't know if I said that multiple times or not, but I did understand. But this looks ridiculous. This is meant to be netherrack with fire on top of it. Instead, it's actually just a water block with an error message. So, bit interesting. But what we're going to be doing, and if you guys have been keeping up to date with the live streams that have been happening spastically, just throughout just at random times, I tend to live stream. I did go on a mega mining spree, and we should have enough blocks of iron to to fill our pyramid, and apparently we can make it into a Malteser. So if we do need, if like worst comes to worst, we will probably fill the rest of this up with gold ore. But considering how much iron I have, I don't know if that'll be necessary, and I imagine a stack of 64 will make it a little bit better than it was prior. But in the upcoming videos, I should say, there's going to be a bit of variety in this channel, and if you guys are living under a rock and or don't follow the FPS genre, Call of Duty Black Ops will be coming out. It's actually released where I am right now, but my dumb ass bought the game off eBay. Stingy as all hell, so $30 cheaper just to wait a few days, which isn't so bad, but the fact is, I kind of want to make content of it, so it's kind of a bit of a cock block, but I don't know, $30 just seems like a bit much to get the game like 2 days earlier. But yeah, in the next couple of days, I'll be posting gameplay of that, and I'm really looking forward to it, because unlike this game, it's going to be a fresh little facelift, and it's going to be kind of scary uploading different content that isn't Minecraft, because a lot of you guys are here just because of the Minecraft, and it'll be nice to see who's actually here for me as opposed to just Minecraft. But I don't know, it'll be a demoralizing few weeks that I do post the Call of Duty gameplay. But it is it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys are really pumped for it as well. And if you do have the game, let me know how you feel about it. But I will kind of restrain my talking about the game in a Minecraft video anyway. But today what I wanted to do is set up our parameters, our little, I don't even know what to call it, our sheep farm, and kind of get the population going. I haven't really set it up at all, to be honest. We've got a few sheep humping each other periodically down there, but apart from that, we really have not made too much headway in terms of turning this little pit of New Zealand fuckfest into an actual farm. So what I wanted to do is pick out a site for us to set up the sheep farm and do some rough sketching and planning to where we can eventually set it up. Now the sheep farm isn't going to be massive, but at the same time it's not going to be something to laugh at. It's going to be pumping out a fair bit of sheep, woolly wools, and hopefully we can get a fairly productive farm happening. But we'll be building that over the next couple of episodes. I'm not quite sure when we will exactly get it finished, but it is high on the priority list because I do need a shitload of wool, a shit ton of wool rather, and I'm having a bit of troubles with some secret projects, but we will discuss that a little later. But anyway, what I did plan on for this sheep farm was either taking it into the overworld, the nether of the end. Decided we're going to do it in the overworld because I really don't think that with my new graphics card, 100 sheep should be fine. Should be able to handle it, and besides, I won't be having it directly next to my base here. And that's something I really just want to plan out, is where the fuck to put the thing. Where do we have all these sheep barring all the time? And actually, I don't want to check. Well, this beacon actually goes much further. If you guys were watching last episode, I think it went to about here. So if we count, I reckon that's about, what, maybe 10 blocks max from the beacon. We'll see how far we can go with this new four-laid pyramid. I don't know if it'll go this far. But no, it won't go that far. But that's a big improvement. Probably about twice and a half of effectiveness in the proximity, which is good. And I'm really keen to get Optifine back, if I'm totally honest. As I've said, I've been out of the loop of this game, so I'm behind in the technology, and 1.4.3 is coming out very soon, to my knowledge. So that's why I've kind of been hesitating whether or not to update all this stuff, because I really don't know if it's worth it. And if you can get a brief glimpse of the bottom of my world right now, all my different shaft mines going up and down. But in the recent episodes, we've been working on the cave system over here, and I'll just walk and talk while we try and find a decent sheep farm location. And I've noticed that it's a little underwhelming in the awesomeness factor, if I'm totally honest. I do want to make an underground cave base, but at the same time, this one really doesn't feel fantastic. I feel like it's situated well, but at the same time, the cave, it just doesn't cut the mustard, and it does look nice, don't get me wrong. It just isn't big enough, and this is what I was talking about with the unanimated water. But we do have a nice little opening here, and that's about where it stops. And it does go nicely over to here and such, but it really doesn't do much more than that. And it's kind of got me concerned whether or not I actually want to build in here, if we're just going to have this unsatisfying little clump of underground network. And I did really plan on having big open areas of underground, and I feel like if it's something like this, it's really claustrophobic, and it's going to take a lot of terraforming just to get it to a point where it looks a bit aesthetically pleasing, rather. That fucking word, too many syllables, I swear. But yeah, I don't know. You guys are going to have to let me know what you reckon of this cave. Initially I went full gangbusters with it, but now that I really think about it, it isn't that exciting. And if I'm going to do it, like pour a lot of hours into something, I really want to make sure that it looks fucking amazing. And it really does give you a little tickle in the eyeballs when you see it. And I don't know if we're getting ticklish when we're looking at this thing. I really don't know. But again, another day, another issue. But today's issue will be the sheep farm. And one big idea I've actually got to mind, now that I think about it, is situating it underneath this wheat farm. And there's pros and cons to that, because as you guys may know, when I build something, I want it to stand out. I want to have a bit of flavour, you know. And you want to be able to see the chunks, all the different stuff I have in my world. And what happens is when you cluster everything together, it kind of makes it look like you've got less than you have. I kind of like to do the opposite. I like to make it look like I've done more than I actually have. So that way we can have a bit more aesthetical pleasiness. And if we put this sheep farm underneath this wheat farm, I do feel like we're going to lose out on a lot of opportunic kind of scenery, because I do feel like a sheep farm would be a good addition. But in saying that, it is a really nice place to put it, and it would rather make a whole lot of sense to put it under there. But I don't know. I'm really just needing to ponder ideas, and that's one major one I was thinking of. And I don't know. I think I may do it. What the deck me grass, but I'm getting more and more unoriginal with those words, I must say. But anyway, I apart from that little area, one other area I did want to try out is over near the village, with the desert, and there's again pros and cons, and the biggest of which is that it's far away, and I'm probably going to have to make a back and forth track to get from the village to here, and that's probably something I will do prior to building the sheep farm if I do it over there, because I do feel like I'm a bit kind of outdated in my transportation methods, if I'm totally honest. Walking over to the village over and over again is really a pain in the asshole, and if you're 92 episodes into a Let's Play, you want a bit of stylish transportation, and that's actually, that looks ridiculous, that fire. But now that I think about it, that's something I really do want to do. And I want to do something a little bit different to what I've done before. And I want to actually make a boating system to go back and forth, but not just the cheap docking station and just float along. Really want to set up a boat course in the air. I think that would be awesome. So actually, I think that's what we might do today, and put the sheep plans on hold and pick out an area. But I still haven't created my abundance of potatoes yet, which I'm a bit disappointed about. And since I learned that you can cook potatoes, they're pretty much one of my more favorite foods. If I'm playing on a multiplayer server and then there's potatoes, I'll be chopping on those things left, right, and center, but I really haven't adapted just yet. I still do have a shit ton of bread left over, which is why it's probably taken me a lot longer than normal to make the transition. But eventually we will get cranking into the spuds, the starchy golden potatoes of goodness, and it shall be amazing. But in the desert over here, I do feel like it is a little bit neglected. We do have a nice little aesthetically pleasing village, and a bit of a not so aesthetically pleasing reed farm that I still really haven't used, if I'm totally honest. And I feel like this sheep farm should be a good addition. And I guess the only question now is where to put the thing. And I guess there's only really one place to put it. That's a really bad, awkward ender pearl. But if we just go blup, oh, god damn it. I almost walked right around just to go into an entrance. But yeah, we've got this awkward little asylum of hospital weirdness thing here. And I really haven't spent too much time over here, because these guys just breed like rabbits. And we've got so many island golems, so for every 15 villagers, I think we get an island golem. So by these 4 iron golems alone, we can tell that we've got at least 60 villagers, which is pretty mental, really complete overkill. And I seriously haven't abused the trading system as much as I have anticipated doing, but all in good time, all in good time. I really am underprepared with torches, however. But where I was thinking of situating the sheep farm is probably around this area here, and obviously we're going to be doing a lot of terraforming. Where's my bow and arrow? This thing just kicks ass. Wait, is this my good? That's not my good one. What? Why is that not on my hotbar? That's my favorite thing in the world. But yeah, I'm going to have to do a lot of flattening to make this work. And the plus side about this sheep farm being over here is it's generally not going to be in the loaded chunks, which means I'm not going to have a lot of that frame rate lag. Fuck, you sound disgusting, spider, when you move. Don't you fucking dare, creeper. But they probably will help me out with the terraforming. But yeah, I feel like this is going to be a great spot to set our sheep farm up. And I don't want to put them on sand, so I will have to clear out a lot of this area. And I'll probably make it about as flat as the bank is, where this zombie villager queer is standing right now. And probably flatten it out, get a couple of thousand sand blocks in the process, and then set up a little boat station. But today what I'll do is work on this boat station for a little bit, guys, and hopefully it looks a bit nice. But I'll probably, yeah, as I said, I might even live stream the building of this, so maybe I'll see a few guys there. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go get to work, get into the busy beaver mode of the episode, and I'll catch you guys later once it's made a bit of progress. Alright, so I've got some progress I need to show you, and I'm going to have to ask you a question also, because I need your help on this. on this little decision that we need to make. But I've been working on this for a few hours, and I'm pretty happy with how it's come along. It isn't quite finished, but this is what we have so far. We currently have a little track that goes from here all the way to the jungle, and I'll show you guys the other end of that when we get to it. But the question I must ask, in regards to this thing, at the moment at least, is whether or not these half slabs on the leaves make sense and or they look good. And I'm having a really hard time choosing which one looks better. And I'll leave that up to you guys. So if you prefer the uncovered one, let me know, or the covered one, just post a comment and let me know what your preference would be, and I'll probably pick the one with the most kind of votes, I suppose. But anyway, better move on and do a bit of a tour. As I said, not completely finished, but all that's basically left to do is put in the water, probably do a little bit of lighting up, and then it should be fine. But before the episode ends, I'll probably do that, and I'll show you guys how sexy it is. But what we have here is half slabs, the whole way across. These aren't full slabs at all, and we've got leaves on the side. And the reason why we have these ones on top is because we were having leakages before, so we needed to kind of cap it off somehow. And I felt like these half slabs would do the job, and I feel like they add to the theme a little bit. And also, mobs won't be able to spawn on them, so lighting it up really isn't Lighting it up isn't 100% necessary because they're half slabs and no mobs can spawn on them at all. So, and also we will have water here as well. So apart from the squids, we're not going to have any trouble with that. But apart from that little distinguishing feature, it's pretty just a generic little causeway we have going along over here. But this little docking station is a little bit different. It is a little bit more developed than over there, and I put a bit more time into this one, but still needs a bit of working out, a bit of kinks to be smoothened. But we do have a little loading station. I might grab a boat. Can we make a boat? I think we can make a boat. A boat sounds good. And I don't know, I'm still having a lot of issues with this, but we will show the offloading station at least. And the biggest part I'm having issue with is this centerpiece, and it isn't impossible to get out of it, but once you're in it, it's trying to get out of fucking quicksand. It is possible, but it takes a fair bit of time. But yeah, so this is our little down ramp into the docking station. Fuck off, man. And yeah, this texture pack, yep, needs updating. But yeah, what I've done here is done like a downward staircase with half slabs, logs, and a little water current. And how this works is that on the way down, it's pretty self-explanatory, really. But for the way up, it works a little bit differently. And this is where I'm having a bit of issue trying to get the technique down pat, because I often do destroy my boat in this process. But yeah, that's pretty much how it works. But as I said, getting out of that middle is a little bit annoying. But yeah, that's what I've been working on for the last little, I don't know, hour or two. Been pretty tedious, but I'm pretty happy with how it looks, how it works. Obviously, it could be a lot better, but I built it, so with that in mind, it couldn't be too much better. But one thing I did pick up on that I thought was pretty interesting, that a few of you guys may not know about, I will show you guys in a second. And if you guys have noticed, in the latest patches, we've received new half slabs, and you're probably thinking of the eucalyptus ones, the jungle ones, the birch ones, and the pinewood ones. But I did notice something like a pretty distinguishing feature that I kind of didn't pick up on before, and this isn't something massive at all by any means. Let's shove this sheep into while we can. This guy's stubborn as shit. Come on, don't you want to like mate with the others? But I did notice that there are old half slabs, if you will, of the wood variety, and I did put them away because I thought it was fairly interesting. So we have these eucalyptus half slabs, and we also have these wooden slabs too, and they're completely identical, apart from the fact that they're completely different. You can't stack them, and they're actually completely different in the game ID as well. So I thought that was a bit of interesting trivia for those who were wondering. And I probably have a crap ton of these, and I actually want to test out what happens if we break a boat. Actually, we'll have to crush the boat. Because I wonder if we will get eucalyptus back and or we will just get wooden slabs back. Because I'm not sure if we can actually get wooden slabs again in this game. I imagine we'll only be getting eucalyptus slabs from this thing. But where did it... It looks like we get the full planks anyway. My bad. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. But yeah, this texture pack, I did notice I was working on planting some seeds and stuff, and long and behold, we have radioactive onions or some shit. This looks ridiculous, but I'll give you guys a bit of a close look before we end the episode. But obviously, before we end it, I need to fix up all the water and give you guys a full demo of how the boat ride works. But yeah, I thought this was a bit interesting. Is that not the most interesting crops you've ever seen? But I think these are potatoes, I'm not quite sure. Carrots, there you go, fantastic, good stuff. But yeah, lesson of the day, update your texture packs. But anyway guys, what I'm going to go do is check out word of the day winners for the last episode of my Minecraft Let's Play. And then I'll go ahead and work on the boat ride a little bit off camera. And to wrap up the episode, we'll do a sexy little outro floating along the thing into the sunset. I always say into the sunset and never do it, but hopefully we can. Anyway guys, with that in mind, I shall be back with our winner for last episode, and then I'll rejoin you guys. Alrighty, so in my absence, I went and conjured up a sign of 3, and also checked out what of the day winner for episode 91. And it actually went to another regular, so congrats to me fuck it on your billionth sign, also known as Scribble, but well done dude. Very well done indeed, and good luck to those who entered today's word of the day. And yeah, best of luck. We better place the sign down. I always forget to do so, and always have to make them over and over, but it shall be unclaimed for now. But we better pop over back to the boat ride, and we can have one last look at it before it's completely drenched in water. And I'll probably be just using ice and just punching it open for the transition. Water buckets are just outdated technology at this point. And if you're not using ice blocks, you're living in third world Minecraft, and it's, I don't know, it's a shame that some people have to live like that. But anyway, and before we do this, I'll probably go to sleep. I've been working in the night time a crap load, and it's really depressing. So we've got our little pink little warhammer at our feet while we snooze. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this episode in the comments, and hopefully you're still enjoying the content on my channel, and if you're looking forward to the upcoming variety that I plan to release, please let me know, and what you like, your little suggestions or tips to make it more entertaining and whatnot. But anyway, I actually do have an idea for Black Ops, and I don't know if I want to spoil it, but I will be posting my first ever gameplay I do of it. But I'm going to add in a little retarded feature at the end of that video. But I guess you guys have to wait until I get my hands on that game and post the video, because it will be, I don't know, it's going to be stupid as hell. But anyway, what I'm going to do is go ahead and fill this thing with water completely, and then I'll rejoin you guys and we'll check it out. Okay, so we might not have an impressive sunset, but I did want to try something out, and I did have to switch to the default texture pack. Because the Faithful one, yeah, it doesn't have animated water, so it made it a little bit hard knowing which places I need to place water in. But we've currently got it all sloped to one side like this, and what I wanted to do is to get on my boat and place a water source on this side. Nope, 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 gimme! Oh my god, seriously, game fucking hates me. What I wanted to do is place my water source here, and hopefully we see it start to just form completely. But if it doesn't, I'm going to get mad real quickly. And I don't know what the fuck is happening, but it's not what I wanted. But there's just one, there we go, there we've hit the magic, there we go. So yeah, this is going to be the best outro ever to a video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed episode 92 of my Minecraft Let's Play as the water turns to source blocks. I think it's a pretty amazing feat of engineering this. Look at that. Amazing. But I wish there was like some sort of waves implemented into this game. I think that'd be interesting as shit. But hopefully the corners don't glitch out too badly. But I'll probably have to focus on this off camera, because I'm going to be crashing a lot of boats until I do that. But anyway guys, thank you for watching my episode of Minecraft. And as always, thank you for watching the video, and I'll catch you guys later for the next one. Have a good one.